Hello everybody, welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2020 action film Money Plane, a film that is directed by Andrew Lawrence and it stars Adam Copeland, otherwise known as Edge from the WWE, Kelsey Grammer, Thomas Jane and Denise Richards. Now then, this is a film that focuses on Adam Copeland's character Jack Reese, who essentially he owes Kelsey Grammer's character a debt. Kelsey Grammer's is called the Rumble. He's basically a gangster, and Jack Reese owes him his debt. He was a big gambler years ago. It all went terribly wrong, and he owes this debt now to Kelsey Grammer's character, who essentially tells him that he and his crew will need to rob $1 billion plane. It's like a gambling plane. It's like a casino in the sky, and the top gamblers of the time will be in this plane, and they gamble on all sorts of things. And there's $1 billion in this plane at any one time, and he wants Adam Copeland's character and his crew to rob this plane. And if he does this, his debt will then be owed. And as you can imagine, they get up in this plane and things don't necessarily go according to plan. So that is the essential plot of this film. Now, what are my thoughts on Money Plane? It's just middle of the road stuff, really, this film. It's aspects of it are really poor, i.e. the story, the writing, things like that. But some of it is okay and is watchable. Now, the first thing I'd like to say is Adam Copeland. I know he has acted before. I know he's done a few films before, mainly WWE produced type stuff, that kind of thing. But I've never really seen him in anything before. Not that I can recall, anyway. I think I saw him in one in Highlander film years ago. I don't remember which one he made a brief appearance, but that was about it. But I've got to say, I was actually quite impressed with Adam Copeland's performance here. Most wrestlers can make a swift transition to acting because of what they do. You know, they put a performance on every week, a physical performance, and obviously on the microphone. So they can usually make that adjustment to acting pretty well most of the time. And we've seen many examples of this working over the years. So I think he actually does pretty decent in this film. It's just a shame that what he's given to do with this film is pretty lackluster, really. I mean, you've got Adam Copeland, a very physical guy, and he spends most of the time in the cockpit of this plane. He's given a couple of moments. He has a fight with the co-pilot. That's pretty much about it. There's not much else he does in this film. He's pointless having him in it. As it is pointless having someone like Denise Richards and Thomas Jane in this film. Again, they've nothing to do. Denise Richards is essentially playing Adam Copeland's wife in this film, and she's got a couple of scenes, and it's just a shame to see an actress like this just reduced to this kind of role, playing the wife. Thomas Jane, again, I don't know why he's in this film. He plays like Adam Copeland's best friend in the film. They have one scene together, and then you see him a couple of other times in the film helping out. Again, anybody could play the part. I don't know what Thomas Jane is doing. I'm guessing the more lucrative roles are drying up now, so he's moving into the straight to DVD or streaming service type movies, which is a shame. And Kelsey Grammer is actually, I mean, I like Kelsey Grammer. I'm a huge fan of Frasier. He probably shouldn't be in this movie because of his profile as an actor, but he hams it up wonderfully. He plays this gangster wonderfully. It really, you know, pretty pantomime type stuff. It's not a difficult role for him to do, really, and he's one of the bright moments in the film, Kelsey Grammer, but he's not in it enough either. So yeah, they get on this plane, and you've been told that you've been pre-programmed to, you know, that this is like a casino in the air, and you get up there and there's one table where they can play poker at, And the rest of the time they just sat around betting on things like how long this cobra is going to take to kill this man that they're watching remotely on a screen, or how long it will take for these piranhas to take all the flesh off this man they've just chucked in a pool, and really stupid stuff really. So it's like the lamest casino you've ever seen in your life. And to say it's supposed to have $1 billion on it at any one time, this plane, the security properly sucks. I mean, Adam Copeland's character, Jack Reese, is in the cockpit of the plane, flying it, within minutes of getting on this plane. And the rest of his crew don't really have any real problems. The other people that are put on the plane, these other gamblers, are like the worst kind of humanity. And you know they're only there to have scuffles with Adam Copeland's crew on this plane. It's all pre-planned, tick box type stuff. And it's just not, I don't know, it's not refreshing to watch because you can predict everything that's happening in this film. And it's a messy film, so you've got a betrayal at the beginning of the film, so you're thinking, well, why would you trust this person anymore? But he does. He doesn't feel like he has a choice, and like, guess what? There's another betrayal takes place from exactly the same character. So yeah, it's one of those clicky brain off action films that you might have some enjoyment with your friends with a 6-pack of beer and a pizza, but goodness me, don't expect anything more than that when you watch this film, because it is really, really not highbrow stuff at all, and it doesn't belong, I don't think, in like today's action genre market. There's so many better films out there to watch, so it's got a very, very average 5 out of 10 from me. So that is my review for Money Plane. Probably one to avoid unless you just want, like I say, a very simple action film to watch. So that is my review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it useful. But of course I will be back with more content and reviews on Screen Stars very, very soon.